Hi, I'm Joe Plummer, and I'm at the moment. My entire career has been built on disruption. It started in a newsroom in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, about 30 years ago. I started out as a hardcore journalist. My father taught journalism at the college level, and my grandfather was the White House correspondent for Eisenhower at the Washington Star, which became the Washington Post. And I was certain that my destiny was in a newsroom somewhere. And I covered the city beat for about 3 years. I also had at the time, Shakespeare company. So I was producing theater, I was producing television, and so producing became a kind of very natural fit for me. And then I saw my first YouTube video ever. I was deep in the trenches of cable news and cable television and the kind of nonsense in that world and the hierarchical structures of it. And I saw a YouTube video, I'll never forget, it was David Hasselhoff eating a cheeseburger off the floor of his bathroom. And a 21-year-old NYU grad showed this to me, and I said, "What is this?" He said, "This is YouTube." And I said, "What's a YouTube?" He said, "It's amazing. Anybody can put things up on this website." Anyway, I had one of those moments of, this is it. This is the future. And so I transitioned my cable news, my cable television production bona fides into producing for digital content. How that got me to my current role, I met Jennifer Westfall, who is my business partner at Wavelength, and we started producing and we started working together. And her vision combined with my understanding of where the business was going and where the opportunities were emerging quickly formed a great alliance. We started investing, producing, developing, and distributing documentary films. The length and duration of it is less important than understanding what makes a great story, how do you tell that story, and how do you do it in a way that the people watching want to keep watching. That's really what's at the heart of what Jen and I have created at Wavelength. And what we've done sort of strategically, very strategically, is to find people who are on our wavelength, whether that's a brand, whether that's an employee, whether that's a director or a producer. We're constantly working with a huge number of people. We have a generation of young people who have grown up consuming content at a rate that's never been seen before. So the way things were done, even in terms of storytelling, pacing, tone, look, feel, it's all out the window now. And you have to be able to accept that the way it was done is no longer the way it has to be done. Doesn't mean there aren't valuable things to pull from the past. There's tons of powerful things to pull from the past. But you also have to be able to refract and reframe those things through the lens of what audiences are watching now. And what I mean by that is what at one point in time commanded a 90-minute documentary can now very, very efficiently and easily be told, in some cases, in 30 minutes. And understanding that the demands of the audience are not the same across all subject matters is hugely, hugely important. I would say, without question, don't get too attached to the idea that things need to be done the same way all the time. It's part of me that is resistant to change, Once you figure something out, you're like, hey, I just want to do that again and again and again. I've ended up in an industry where you never make the same movie twice, and you never make a single movie the same way you made the last movie, and every movie is a completely different shit show from the past shit show. And your job as a producer is to roll with that, figure it out, and get it done. I think the idea that there's a right or a wrong way was and can still be a huge hurdle for me. And so it's something I really, really strive and push against. I will say one of the projects I'm most proud of, which is out on Netflix right now, is the Dan Rather documentary. The Dan Rather documentary has never felt more urgent, more resonant. I mean, he's 93 years old. He's still out there fighting the good fight, fighting for well-sourced, factual information. And he's, increasingly becoming marginalized and pushed aside. But The process of producing that documentary was nothing short of insurmountable. And we got it done, we've got it distributed on Netflix. Couldn't be more proud of that project, and out here looking for the next Rather for our audiences.